Let me introduce myself. I am Magendran. My education background basically from counseling, and I recently did my MBA, and also I'm certified HRDF TTT trainer.
Certified already?
So called. We are pitching already, so we're supposed to be satisfied, right?
Oh, I'm
yes.
confused now.
Yes. Okay, so my working background is sales manager, and my training background will be in NSFPA, which is an aggressive family prayer training, which is we train the peers about safe sex, about also work-life balance for them. And also I'm actually certified class peer group certified trainer as well, which is actually we set up a group for under Malaysia Head Council for people living with HIV. We actually support them, how to overcome their sickness and how to overcome the society. Okay. Let me start with the program today, which is I'm going to introduce to you guys work-life balance. Why is work-life balance very important? Because the research shows us out of 10 employees, 7 to 8 current employees in working environments having stress, which lead to depressions, and they can't perform at the work. So it's very, very, very important to have work and life balance. So that's why my training is all about to balance up them, to balance your both work and life as well. So the first module going to be, before I go for the first module, let me introduce my training objective. The training objective is actually participants able to manage their time between work and personal life. That is very, very important for us. So by training the objective, what the outcome will be basically will be the participants able to achieve, this is the keywords, able to achieve their goals in both personal and career. Once their personal is resolved, the personal problem is resolved, definitely their career will be boosted up. That's a very important thing. So a lot of employees always think, yes, never mind, we don't care about their personal life, we don't care about their work, we just give them work and work and work overload. And they think their stuff will be performed. It's not. Why? Let me show you. Before that, I will introduce all my participants as a small, we'll crack like icebreaker, because it's very important to have icebreaker because we have all kind of different departments, right? Let them mingle and we group them, because this is a workshop. So the ice content will be 5 to 6 people in a group, introduction of name and departments, and also the methodology of the grouping and introductions. So we try to avoid same department people in a group because we try to avoid any conflicts. At least they can share their stress about their managers or whatever. Let's go for the first module. The first module will be the knowing yourself better. Why it's important to knowing yourself better before we jump to the conclusions or that, because we need to know the problem first. So the content is, which is what your current score in work life, and also your lifestyle is healthy or not. So I definitely will give them an assessment, a scale for them to identify their problems, to identify their current status of self, where they stand. The methodology will be brainstorming, lecturing, simulations. Why simulations is very important? More, if you can see all my other slides, my module is going to be simulation and role play. Because it's very important for them to know their current situation. At the same time, why simulations help? Because one person will be act like their boss, and one fellow act like employees. They are downline. So by then they can train, and they also create the situations. The assessment will be Q&A, observation, interaction. So once I divide them to the groups, which is the facilitator, and myself, we will go to the individual group, and actually we will facilitate them. The duration will be 1.5 hours. The material will projector, marker, and mahjongs. Yeah? Let's go for the tea break. Let them just give them 15 minutes before we know, or because they already have icebreaker, we already know their problems. Let them find out, they already know their self, everything. After the 15-minute breaks, let's go for this, which is the second module. The relationship between workload and stress. Now first module they already learned, right? Their current status. So they need to know what is actually disturbing them to perform. So by then, they understand the relation between work and load stress. The content will be how we become stressful, how our work contributes to a stress versus performance connection. There's actually level of performance. When you have a certain of a performance called positive stress performance, you perform to your maximum level. But the stress level is go up to the above the performance index, you actually drop. So the employee, the managers, department should know, don't overload their staff. The material will be, the methodology will be lecturing and group discussions. I will show them some slides, all that as well. And then the assessment will be open forum, share experience. Yeah, this is all done in the group form. Durations will be 1 hour. Then, Makano is going for the lunch, which is I give them 1 hour as well. After the lunch, they come back because they're all stressed because before that we have open forums, right? So they already shared, yeah, no, I'm very stressed up with my this and that. So try to loosen up. Why?
Who are the two ladies?
The two ladies is actually my facilitators, which is they will come and dance, will some movements, okay? This is just for very short, we call it dance to the beat. We'll put a song, let them dance for the beat. After that, I will give them like 10 minutes only, let them warm up, loosen up, everything, because they already share their experience. Okay, so let's go for the third module, which is stress at workplace. Stress at workplace actually is the content will be why we experience burnout. They need to know what is burnout. I will explain to them what is burnout and also the 7 symptoms of the burnout. By then, they will know, okay, am I having this symptom or not? They already identify, they already know the cause of stress. Now they know what the symptoms. There will be lecturing, simulations as well, and role play. And then the assessment will be PowerPoint, Q&A, and share experience. These workshops are all about sharing because it's about them. It's not about lecturing. And then the period will be like 1 hour, and the material is projected in mahjong papers. Let's go for the fourth module, which is the last module. Proven step to improve work-life balance. First, they already identify the issues, followed by the, the cause, the symptoms. Now, proven steps. Why do you say no? Sorry, when do you say no? Why you need to apply leave? Step to achieve work-life balance. All this one more like a lecturing as well, and we sharing. And actually, I want them to come up with their own ideas. Methodology, lecturing, simulations, and role play as well. Assessment with PowerPoint. Assessment, I will give them assessment also as well, yeah, and feedbacks. Materials with PowerPoint, projector, mahjong paper, and marker. This is why we're doing this. Why work-life balance is very important to a company, to the organizations, because the outcome will be, this is very important for the manager and for the CEO, because this is the CEO and managers are joining the training as well. Work-life balance, increase the revenue. If you have a happy staff, definitely you will have a happy money as well. Happy money is a positive thing, right? So the assessment will be, basically we need to measure the outcome of the training. So actually I will measure the outcome after the 6 months, what the actions, and after the 6 months actually we will hand out the assessment to the department head. Let all the participants fill up. So they already know before, remember, before they start up the first module, they actually did assessment, their current state of work-life balance. After the 6 months, I give them another assessment for them to identify their current, that particular after 6 months work-life balance. Is there their module, their actions been done in their department to overcome their stress, reduce the workload, and what's the outcome? Is there revenue increase or not? This is a very important thing. Thank you so much. And before I end up my presentation, let me say, never get so busy making a living that you forgot to make a life. You want to make so much money, end of the day, you don't have time to enjoy the money. Most of the time you spend at the hospital. please do that. Okay? Thank you very much. Have a great work-life balance. Thank you.